Jennifer Jason Leigh is a treasure of an actress. She got her start in the classic comedy Fast Times at Ridgemont High, and then went on to star in a number of films by acclaimed auteurs such as Robert Altman, Sam Mendes, and Quentin Tarantino. More recently, she's been in a number of sci-fi and horror films, most notably, in my opinion, Annihilation, as well as Possessor. But did you know that Jennifer Jason Leigh is Jewish? And that Leigh is not even her original surname. She was actually born to a famous actor who I'm going to be talking about in a little bit, but because both of her lines are Jewish, I'm going to be delving into both the paternal and maternal ancestry of the actor. So in this episode of Genealogy is Fun, I, Yona Paley, will be taking you on a journey to Poland and Ukraine to talk a little bit about the ancestry of Jennifer Jason Leigh. She was born Jennifer Leigh Morrow in Los Angeles, 1962 to Barbara Turner and Vic Morrow. That's right, Vic Morrow, another famous actor, was Jennifer Jason Leigh's father. Didn't know that? Neither did I. Morrow acted in a number of movies from the 1950s through the 1970s, including the Elvis Presley film King Creole. And at the time of his death, he had already divorced from Barbara Turner and was actually estranged from Jennifer Jason Leigh. But speaking of his death, Vic Morrow died in a very unfortunate and tragic accident that occurred while filming the movie Twilight Zone, the movie, in which the director John Landis very negligently had a stunt performed with a helicopter that ended up killing Vic Morrow as well as 2 children. And this accident sent shockwaves throughout Hollywood and ended up leading to a few stricter regulations and stuff like that, but it's really considered just one of the worst accidents in movie set history. Now, Morrow was not the original surname. Victor had been one of 2 sons of Harry Morozov, a building painter from the Russian Empire. Harry's naturalization papers reveal that he came from the city of Yalta in Crimea, Ukraine. And his marriage certificate lists his parents as Zaskar or Raskar Morozov and Mary Brooke. It is unclear what Harry and his father's Hebrew names were, nor was I able to locate any European documents for them. However, on Family Search, there do seem to be a number of Crimean Jewish records, and it's quite possible that somebody who can read Russian would be able to go through this and maybe learn a little bit more about the Morozov family. So anyways, that's where we stand on the paternal line of Jennifer Jason Leigh, but what about her maternal ancestry? Barbara, born Gloria Rose Turner, wrote and acted in a number of TV movies from the 1960s all the way to the 2010s. She was born in 1936 in Brooklyn to Alexander Turner and Pearl Zissis. And if I had to guess, I would say that the last name Zissis probably refers to the Jewish garment tzitzis, which is a set of tassels that observant Jewish men wear, and it's a rather unusual surname. It's one that I had never seen before, so I thought that was interesting to point out. Like her daughter, Pearl was also born in Brooklyn in the year 1894. She grew up in a family of 7 children, all born to a pair of Austrian Jewish immigrants named Samuel Zissis and Fanny Eberstark. Now here is where the research began to get really tricky, but I'm pleased to say that the persistence and attention to detail paid off in this instance. From the 1915 New York State Census, we're able to see that Fanny's mother went under the name Gussie, and from her gravestone we can see that her father was named Lipa. Her Hebrew name was Fega, daughter of Lipa. Now, I was not able to find Gussie's death certificate, but I did find a 1916 gravestone that seemed to show the correct surname range of birth year, and the name Gittel, which made me think this was probably Gussie. I now had a notion that Fanny was born Fega Eberstark to Lipa and Gittel, but without a death certificate, I could not figure out what Gittel's maiden name was. I managed to find a ship manifest for a Gittel Eberstark coming to America in 1890 with 2 daughters, Kayla and Liba. The town on the document appears to be Nowy Wisnice, Poland. An 1880 census from Nowy Wisnice shows an Ittel Eberstark living with multiple children, including 2 daughters, Kayla and Liba, who are roughly the same ages as the daughters on Gittel's ship manifest. And lo and behold, there is also an older daughter, Fagel. Now, at the time, she appeared to be working as a servant in Nowy Wisnice, and her age is pretty close to that of Fanny's. Gittel's place of birth is noted as Sobolov, Poland. Further digging through American documents showed Gittel in records as early as the 1890 New York Police Census, which is one of the only remaining substitutes for the 1890 U.S. federal census, which sadly was destroyed in a fire. The names of her children track with those on the Polish census, and her deceased husband is consistently shown to be named either Lipa or Lipman. Now, I still could not figure out Gittel's maiden name. I went through tons of American documents. All of them said either Gittel or Gussie, but none of them had a last name. But I persisted and found some unindexed vital records from Nowy Wisnice, one of them being the 1879 birth of Lifshi, aka Liba, aka Lena Eberstark. And this was on the Polish Archives website. She was born to Lipman Eberstark and Gittel Flanzer. Gittel's hometown of Sobolov matched up with the 1880 census. Bingo! Her last name was Flanzer. But it doesn't end there, because the birth record also gives us her parents' names, which were David, Flanzer, and Pearl. Some further research revealed that Pearl's maiden surname was Vestrich, and her 1881 death record reveals her parents to have been Shaya Vestrich and Sima, surname unknown. So all this being said, we're able to infer that Jennifer Jason Leigh's great-great-great-great-grandmother was named Sima. Sima's daughter was named Pearl, Pearl's daughter was named Gittel, Gittel's daughter was named Fanny, Fanny's daughter was named Pearl as well, Pearl's daughter was named Barbara, and Barbara's daughter was Jennifer. Pretty neat, huh? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. This is definitely one of the most extensive maternal ancestries I've ever done on this channel, and it's just incredible how many different pieces of information were able to come together to make this happen. Also, be sure to follow me on social media. If you like this episode, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I post new episodes. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.